Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for taking your time out to join our webinar. I'm super excited to talk about the UMM 2.2 update with you. I'm Brady Kachapuram. I'm the product marketing manager for Ruckus Unleashed. And before I begin, I would like to start off by thanking each and every one of you for making Ruckus Unleashed so successful. Without further ado, let me start off the webinar. Here is the agenda for the day. I'll start off by giving you a quick Unleashed overview, followed by a quick Unleashed multi-site manager, which is UMM overview. And then I'll go into UMM 2.2 feature highlights, which is the main focus of this webinar. After that, I'll be talking about the pricing and availability of UMM with the 2.2 software. Over there, I'll also be touching upon some briefly about the competitive of UMM with HP Aruba. And in the end, I'll quickly talk about Unleashed 200.7 feature highlights. We launched Unleashed 200.7 very recently and want to reiterate some of the points again about Unleashed 200.7. Finally, I would want to leave some time for Q&A. With that, let me start off. Let me start by playing a quick video. So in case you're not hearing the audio of this video, do let us know. You have the ball. All right, I mean, it might be tricky to play this video right now. I'll send you all the link of the video. We have developed a new Unleashed video which demonstrates how easy it is to install and manage Unleashed and gives a quick overview of Unleashed mobile app. Do check it out. I'll send it in the follow-up email that will be sent out by Melanie tomorrow. Let me then start off with the overview of Unleashed portfolio. Ruckus Unleashed is our controllerless portfolio of access points. These are quick and easy to deploy with no need for an external controller. And some of the key highlights of Ruckus Unleashed are, number one, the orange square is the Ruckus Great Performance. All the Ruckus Unleashed APs are built leveraging the patented technologies that lead to industry-leading performance. And irrespective of the management you choose, be it Smart Zone, Cloud, or Unleashed, the APs are exactly the same. So you know that Ruckus Unleashed has the best performance. Secondly, Ruckus Unleashed is extremely simple to easy to install. There was a partner competition where if all the partners who came in were asked to bring up an Unleashed AP, and on an average, there were about 30 attendees, and on an average, it took less than 5 minutes for everyone to install Unleashed APs. And even I have installed Unleashed AP myself, and it's super easy to install. It's done in like less than 5 minutes. And with the mobile app, it's super easy to manage as well. If you haven't checked out the mobile app, do check it out today. It's available free on App Store as well as Google Play Store. The third bucket that's in green is Unleashed is affordable and has your investment covered. So with the intelligence residing in AP, there is no need to buy anything other than an AP, which makes Unleashed super affordable. And if you're looking to expand, if your customer is looking to expand, they can use the exact same APs to move up to a controller or cloud-based management. Finally, Unleashed is more than great Wi-Fi. So Unleashed offers enterprise class features all built in. This is something that's a great differentiator for Unleashed compared to all the competitors that All the features are built in, the guest services, application visibility, DPSK security. They all come built in with Ruckus Unleashed. So you just buy an API, bring it up, you can start using all these great features. Let me now go over to some of the numbers of Ruckus Unleashed. Thanks to all of you, now Ruckus Unleashed has more than 45,000 customers that are using Unleashed for their Wi-Fi needs. And there are more than 400,000 Unleashed APIs deployed today across the world, and this is growing rapidly. The third number, 6 million, that is interesting. Customers tapped on the Ruckus Unleashed mobile app just in the last one year over 6 million times, which shows the popularity and ease of use of Ruckus Unleashed mobile app. And Ruckus Unleashed portfolio had some new APIs added very recently, which takes the count of total APIs up to 12 Wave 2 models. And whatever the need of the customer, they have a wide variety of APIs to choose from, be it indoor, outdoor. I'm going to touch upon all the APIs Ruckus Unleashed offers later on in the presentation. And finally, as I've stated before, it takes less than 5 minutes to deploy an Unleashed API. As you can see from all these numbers, Unleashed is a proven product. And again, I can't reiterate enough how well Unleashed is doing, and thank you everyone for doing such a tremendous job. Here are some testimonials. These are testimonials from partners. A big high five if you're in the call. First one is from Habitech. Ruckus Unleashed helped them demonstrate that great Wi-Fi can be easy, and Ruckus Unleashed in fact helped grow their wireless business 40% in the last 2 years. Second is from Big Sur Technologies, again a partner. This partner is in North America. They have replaced a different Wi-Fi infrastructure with Unleashed at a law firm, and before Unleashed, they used to get a regular service calls from the customer. After Unleashed, it's been now over a year and a half, and they haven't received any service calls. And they were happy to say that with Unleashed, they always set it and forget it. These are some of the many testimonials for Unleashed. And yeah, if you have any good things that you want to share about Unleashed, do send them out our way to me, Melanie, or Nat. I'll send out the contact details later in this presentation. Let me now talk about Ruckus Unleashed APIs. Someone said that they don't see a presentation.
Oh. That's very odd. This should be the only.
Yeah, we are sharing it. I mean, in case everyone else is not seeing it, please do post your comment. So.
So if you can't see the presentation, try leaving the WebEx and then coming back in. Okay, someone says I see the AP, so it must be.
Perfect. Yeah, please, can you just leave the presentation and come back?
Yeah, usually that'll clear everything up and fix it. And the same with audio. If you can't hear the audio, well, I'm talking, so if you can't hear me, you wouldn't know. But I can put that into chat in case someone else is having issues.
Yep.
But it looks like it's working.
So let me get back. Unleashed solution has two elements: access points and management. APIs are a key part of our DNA. If our competitors say that APIs don't matter, well, their APIs are not that great, and that's the reason why they're talking about that. We deliver the industry's best indoor, outdoor, and specialty Wi-Fi portfolio. Again, this is important when a customer asks you for a recommendation on an API. Our APIs can be divided into two categories essentially. In this matrix that you see, by type and by tier. So let me start off by talking about by type. This is going from top to bottom. We have a full range of outdoor, indoor, and specialty APs. Our outdoor APs, which are T-series, can be mounted on a pole outdoors and can withstand harsh outdoor environments. And our indoor APs, which are in the middle row, are typically for either ceiling mount deployments or wall mount deployments. And finally, our specialty APs, these cater special use cases. The H series supports in-room wall mount deployments. These are designed for hospitality and MDUs. And our C110 supports indoor deployments with CMTS, and it has a built-in DOCSIS 3.0 modem if the customers have the legacy DOCSIS 3.0 infrastructure built in. And E510, which is in the second column and third row, is a small form factor outdoor AP with a separate antenna and radio module. This can be placed in traffic signage posts, street lights, or in stadiums under the stadium seat. And it has a very small form factor and has a separate antenna and the RF, so you can place it in hard to reach areas outdoors without impacting the aesthetics. Finally, M510, this is something that we have launched very recently and is a very, very big deal. Because it has an LTE backhaul. This is our first ever AP that has an LTE backhaul to provide Wi-Fi at places with no wired connectivity. Think of a campground. I know people go to campground to stay with nature, but they still want to be connected to internet if they choose to, and M510 is a perfect AP to be deployed there in RV campgrounds or outdoors, anywhere where there is no wired connectivity. You can just put a SIM card in, plug in the access point, and pop up. The Wi-Fi is ready. And it can be installed in any pop-up stores. Think of a farmer's market, or think of disaster relief where, unfortunately disasters do happen, say like a California wildfire, where having connectivity plays a critical role in bringing the community back quickly. And M510 is a perfect candidate to quickly bring Wi-Fi there. And these are some use cases you can think of. I'm sure you can think of and can come up with many, many different use cases where there is no wired connectivity and customers need Wi-Fi. Now going to by tier, this is the columns from left to right are 100 or 300 series APs, which is good, are our most affordable lineup, while on the extreme right are 700 series are our highest performing APs with most unique features. In the middle is our best selling class of access points, the 500 and 600 series. Let me now talk about Unleashed deployment and management. Unleashed is an easy to deploy and manage solution with an intuitive user interface across all the management options. A Ruckus Unleashed network can essentially be managed first, if it's a single site, can be managed through these two options. The first option is through a standard web browser with a laptop connected to a local Wi-Fi network. The second option is a free mobile app for Apple and Android users. And with the mobile app, you can manage up to 10 different Unleashed networks across different locations as well. With the built-in social login feature on Unleashed mobile app, you can link Unleashed Wi-Fi network to your Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, or WeChat account. And from that point, you can manage your Unleashed network from anywhere in the world using social login. Here, two key numbers to keep in mind. With the recent update, the 200.7, Unleashed now supports up to 50 APs per site, and each site can have up to 1024 concurrent devices. And I love Unleashed mobile app so much that I'm bringing back the customer testimonials related to mobile app. These are some of the testimonials that are publicly available on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Walt Not Happy has a lot of happy things to say about Unleashed, that after trying a lot of different Wi-Fi solutions, he reached Ruckus Unleashed and is super happy with the mobile app as well as the APs. And the LAN Master Mark is also super happy on using the Ruckus Unleashed mobile app. These are again, to reiterate the point, these are some of the testament on how much people like Ruckus Unleashed mobile app. This is a enterprise product and that has so many downloads and such good ratings of on an average of 4.5. So if you haven't tried the Unleashed mobile app, please do, and reach out to us with any feedback you may have. What if you had multiple Unleashed deployed across multiple locations and are looking for a software to manage all those locations at once? For that, Unleashed Multi-Site Manager is your solution. As the name suggests, Unleashed Multi-Site Manager is a Linux-based software for managing Unleashed networks deployed across multiple sites. Up to 1,000 different Unleashed sites can be managed from the Unleashed Multi-Site Manager. Again, think of a customer who has Unleashed networks deployed. They started out with Unleashed network at one location and are looking to expand across multiple locations. And they're so much in love with Unleashed that they don't want to migrate to different other management options such as Smart Zone or Ruckus Cloud. For them, Ruckus Unleashed Multi-Site Manager is the perfect fit to manage all their locations from a single pane of glass. Again, here I'm reiterating the point that with Unleashed, you can use the exact same APs to migrate to Ruckus Cloud or to Smart Zone if the customer chooses to. Let me now talk about some aspects of Unleashed Multi-Site Manager, a brief overview. Unleashed Multi-Site Manager primarily simplifies managing of Unleashed networks deployed across multiple locations. UMM provides centralized monitoring and reporting, and UMM can scale up to 1,000 locations or 10,000 APs. Let me reiterate the point on UMM, that with UMM you can manage three different things. So if first is Unleashed networks that are there across multiple locations can be managed with UMM. And if there is a customer, if you have a customer who is on a zone director based network now and is expanding across multiple other new locations with Unleashed, or if you are managing some customer zone director based networks and are looking to manage looking to install Unleashed at different new customers and want to manage both of them together, you can use UMM to do that. Finally, if there are any P300 devices, they can be managed with UMM too. Again, the license information for Unleashed Zone Director and P300 is available in the FAQs and partner portal. If you have any questions on that, please do reach out to us. I'll be briefly touching upon that later in the presentation. Now, who are the target customers for Ruckus Unleashed? Think of small retail chains such as local restaurant that has multiple branches, or a coffee shop, or small hotels and MDUs which find it hard to manage their Wi-Fi and want to quickly install and manage their Wi-Fi. Third is small schools where there is no IT department and want to easily install and manage their Wi-Fi network. Fourth, this is big, is professional offices. Think of dentist office. Think of a local dentist office, a law firm, an insurance company, or an automobile dealership, or even MSPs. I mean, if you are looking to manage unleashed networks of your different customer base, I mean, especially if you have some zone director-based networks and are planning to add unleashed networks to new customers, UMM is your answer to manage all of them together. All right, here are 3 pillars of unleashed multi-site manager. First is monitoring. UMM provides an overview of all the unleashed sites on a single dashboard. You can quickly be up to date on what's going on in each of the sites where unleashed is deployed, on how many APs are up, what's going on, how many clients are connected. And you can also create customized alerts and alarms for each of the sites. Say, I mean, if you want to monitor on, quickly get updated on if an AP goes down in a site, or if a client gets disconnected in a site, you can choose to do so with UMM. And UMM also provides detailed client or AP insights, and this is useful for the second pillar, which is reporting. So you can create a wide variety of reports related to AP trends, WLAN trends, or rogue APs. And these are useful if your customer has some compliance-related requirements such as RSSI or PCI or SLA. And the third pillar is management. Customers or you can create role-based access, backup and restore to deploy multiple sites, and manage licenses. Again, I want to say again that Unleashed is primarily for monitoring, reporting, and management. Unleashed UMM has limited configuration capabilities. I mean, if a customer wants to bring up new sites and apply the same config in new sites, they can choose to do so by using the backup and restore, like create a backup file in one site and apply the same backup file in new sites. And all these features and capabilities are as of UMM 2.1. This list has expanded, and let me talk to you about how. These are the UMM 2.2 feature highlights. Let me quickly go through them. The first one, this is super exciting, is you can manage Unleashed as well as ICX switches with the UMM 2.2. Now on the dashboard, you don't just see access points, you also see switches. And this requires the switch management license, just like Smart Zone. If you're already comfortable with the Smart Zone, this needs the exact same switch management license that's listed on the slide for your reference. Let me go through some of the switch management features. You can now register the switches. You can do a config backup and restore of the switches, and also do a firmware upgrade. And on the dashboard as well as on devices, you're seeing a quick view of switches, and you're also getting detailed insights when you want to do a deep down on what's going on with the switches. This is one of the view. This is connectivity details of the switch ports. I mean, here you can see that the port 1 is up and the rest of the ports are down. You can quickly be up to date on what's the connectivity status, looking at this part of the dashboard. And here is another snapshot of the summary of switch ports that are connected. Now, what does switch management mean with respect to scale for UMM? You can manage, in addition to 1,000 locations or 10,000 access points, 1,000 switches across 1,000 locations. Let me do a quick overview on what we mean by 1,000 locations or 10,000 access points. What you mean by that is it's either or. It can't be 1,000 locations as well as 10,000 access points at the same time. So you can either max out on the locations, which is in the first case, 1,000 locations, you're managing say 2 APs per location. The total APs is 2,000. Or in case of max APs, which is the second scenario, you're managing a total of 10,000 APs with 50 APs per location and overall total of 200 locations. And I mean, some of the typical scenarios, representative scenarios such as managing 1,000 APs or 50 APs across 100 or 10 locations. So, the key takeaway here is that you're maxing out either on locations or on APs, not on both at the same time. The next big feature in UMM 2.2 is availability of public APIs. Again, here, right now we provide access to data collection as well as ability to edit SSIDs to change name in PSK. So think of if you are managing multiple different technologies or different infrastructure and want to siphon some of the information related to Unleash networks onto a single giant dashboard, you can leverage these APIs to siphon the data collection as well as the editing of SSIDs. And this is useful if you are managing customer networks, if you are a managed service provider for some of the customer networks. Next feature in UMM 2.2 is upgrading Unleash networks. You can now upgrade Unleash networks or schedule upgrades of Unleash networks from the UMM dashboard itself. Go to the devices on UMM dashboard and click on any location that you want to upgrade. Just click on the upgrade button that's showed with an orange marker in the slide. And as soon as you click on that, you get a prompt where you can create a task for scheduling it later, and you can also choose what time that you can upgrade to minimize the disruption for the customers. And you can also select the firmware that you want to upgrade to. And the next feature is editing of WLANs. Again, go to the same prompt. You can change the SSID or passphrase of WLANs in any of the locations that you want to. Say, think of a place where you accidentally gave your passphrase to someone and you want to quickly change it. You can do so from UMM. And you can this is the prompt on how, as soon as you click on that, you get the update WLAN where you can choose which WLAN's information do you want to change. And this is another feature which is editing tasks. This might be handy. This might come handy if you've decided to upgrade a network and created a task to upgrade it, say, on Saturday, and realize that, hey, Saturday is no good because on Saturday, the customers would need Wi-Fi, or there are some employees that are coming in who need Wi-Fi and I want to quickly edit it. You can do that with UMM 2.2. You can just quickly go to tasks, edit, and change any of the tasks that you've created. And again, the exact same steps on how to edit the tasks. And this brings the end of all the UMM 2.2 related features. Now, this was what was the 3 pillars of Unleash Multi-Site Manager before 2.2. Now, with 2.2, this is how it looks. Let me quickly review on what we talked about. On monitoring, we added public API support, and on management, this is a big deal. Now you can manage ICX switches on UMM. This is in addition to Unleash networks, Zone Director-based networks, and P300 devices. You can upgrade Unleashed APs, you can edit WLANs and edit tasks. Again, now let me quickly go over the key features for Unleash 200.7 and leave some time in the end for Q&A. These are something that we have launched earlier this year, and I've already shared with you this information earlier. I want to quickly brush up on these because it seems that there was some confusion related to Unleash scale and support, and I wanted to go over that quickly. Let me go over it now. The first is enhanced scale. With Unleash 200.7, now we support up to 50 APs per location. This is double the total scale that we supported earlier, which is 25 APs. And we support up to 1024 concurrently connected clients. Please note that all the clients, all the APs that are deployed should be 802.11 AC Wave 2 or newer, which is Wi-Fi 5 or newer, to get the 50 AP scale support. What does that mean? Let me go over that in a form of a Q&A. Can I support 1024 clients with my current network? Yes, you can, if all the APs in your network are Wi-Fi 5, which is 802.11 AC Wave 2 or newer. And think of a deployment scenario. The master AP will continue to serve 100 clients, which has been the defined limit for the master AP in Ruckus Unleashed. So to support 1024 clients, you want to deploy enough APs to support that number. So the first scenario, say you need at least 5 R320s, where master will serve 100 clients, and each of the other 4 APs can serve a maximum of 256 clients. Or you can also think of a combination of 3 R510 APs, where master will serve 100 clients, and each of the other 2 APs can serve a maximum of 512 clients. And I mean, you can create a lot of permutations and combinations to support the 1024 clients. And can I expand my current network to 50 APs? Say I have 25 APs today in a location, and can I bring it beyond 25 APs? Absolutely you can, but make sure that all the APs in your network are 802.11 AC Wave 2 or newer. And this is a requirement that we have enforced so that the customers don't see a dip in the performance because of increase in scale. 802, the new Wi-Fi 5 APs have a lot more processing capabilities, so can easily support the enhanced scale. This is something where a lot of people had confusion as well on the support price update for Unleashed. So for up to 25 APs per location, there is no change in support price. The customers are still paying $124 per year per site. So irrespective of if a customer has 10 APs, 15 APs, up to 25 APs, the support price is $124 per year per site. Now, if a customer is planning to add more APs, think of a customer who has 25 APs today and is planning to add, say, 10 new APs. So for each of the new AP added, they're paying $20 per AP per year. So in the scenario of expanding from 25 APs to 35 APs in a site, the total price would be $124 plus 20 times 10 APs, 200, which would be $324 per year for the 35 AP deployment. And this table touches upon that again. So for up to 25, so think of a sample scenario of 30 APs. Up to 25 APs, it's $124. You're buying the first queue that's mentioned. And if there are 30 APs, you're buying the first queue, and then for the 5 APs, you're buying the second queue, which is on the bottom table, third row, 806-0001 1U00. And the overall support price there is $224. This is for your reference. If you have any questions or have any confusion, please reach out to us. Feel free to reach out to us. And let me very quickly brush upon the feature highlights of 200.7. We have brought in some new features such as customizing the captive portal and some more new user experience enhancements to make it even more easier to manage Unleash networks. For people who want to dig a little deeper, there's a greater network control related features such as CLI setup. This is for the power users. And third, we always strive to make it simpler to manage Unleash network. There are a slew of features that we have added to make it simpler to manage. And the final bucket is, again, from an admin perspective, making it easier to troubleshoot if there is an issue with Unleash network. And Unleash 200.7 is already available on the support site. You can download the latest firmware and upgrade your existing Unleash networks and let us know what you think. And UMM 2.2 is also available on support site. Go ahead and download it. We also brought a new mobile app related update. Update your mobile app if you haven't already. And this brings me to the end of the presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. I have mentioned both Nat as well as my email address in this slide. So if you have any questions, do reach out to us. If you have some customer success that you want to share with us, reach out to us. If you have any questions, do reach out to us. We'll be happy to hear from you. Do we have any questions, Melanie?
Yes. So first of all, I just want to cover, so a lot of people are asking if they can get the presentation, recording, and the video that didn't really work. So we'll be sending that out in about 24 to 48 hours via email. So check your email. It'll say, thank you for attending, and then we'll have all the links there. And so you'll be able to access that there. And you can also forward the email to any colleagues that missed this presentation. And then, so we'll move on to questions now. So if you do have questions, send them into the Q&A window. Let's see, one question. So someone says, is the R320 already working with Unleashed?
Yes, it is. It is working with Unleashed, and you can, and it's available on the price list as well. So you can place your order and, yeah, start deploying it. Yep.
All right. And then someone says, so will the R310 and can the R310 and R320 be installed in warehouses?
I mean, I don't know the exact deployment scenario that you're looking for here, but yeah, R310 and R320 are designed for indoor environments, specifically to be ideally to be mounted on the ceiling, but yeah, I saw some customers deploying them on the wall as well. So yeah, why not? You can. You definitely can.
Okay, and then they also ask, in UMM, if I have 5 locations and I want to use the same SSID and PSK in the 5 locations, is there an easy way to do it?
So the easiest way today is to create a config in one location and take that config as a backup and quickly apply it across the 4 different locations. That's the easiest way to do it today. UMM is primarily for monitoring and management and configuration. Yeah, this is the quick way to do it.
Okay, and then the first person who asked about the R320 working with Unleashed also asked, will that work behind NAT scenarios too?
Yeah, yes, it does. So we have added the NAT traversal support in UMM 2.1. So yeah, it should work. Yep.
Does it include mobile app remote access?
Absolutely. So any Unleashed AP or Unleashed network comes with a free Ruckus Unleashed mobile app. So yeah, and you can manage up to 10 different locations. And if you really want to not use UMM, you can create 10 different logins to manage even up to 100 Unleashed networks. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't recommend that, but yeah, you can use Unleashed mobile app. Yeah, and Unleashed mobile app comes irrespective of the Unleashed AP that you're using.
Okay. And then someone else says, will UMM support the future collection of SFlow data from ICX, and will it provide an interface to deliver SFlow frames to Snort, example, INM, BNA features?
Oh, thanks a lot for the question, Stock. As in, yeah, I'm glad that you're excited about the new ICX-related additions. I mean, if you have a specific request that you want to put related to the use case, do reach out to us. We will consider and try to add it in the future releases. Yes.
And then Ed says, how does an Unleashed network connect to UMM?
It is covered in the FAQ, so you just need to go into SNMP tab on the Unleashed dashboard and point it to UMM. It's a very easy one-step process to tag your Unleashed network to UMM, and I can point it to you in case you're not able to find it yet.
Okay, so we do have your email, so we can follow up if we need to.
Yeah.
Someone else says, if I use less than 25 APs, I will pay $124 per year for the use of Unleashed. Is that correct?
Yes, this is for the support pricing. Yes, that is correct to say.
Okay, and then Pablo says, if we have a mix of R310s and R320s, what's the maximum number of APs I can manage in Unleashed?
If even one AP in the network is not wave 2, the max limit is then 25. So if there is even one R310 in the network, you can have a maximum of 25 APs per location. However, if you have only R320s, you can manage up to 50 APs in a location. Hope that answers Pablo.
And then someone else says, so the R310 by itself does not support the 50 limit?
No, and this is on purpose because we want to continue to provide great customer experience. That's why we included wave 2 APs. Okay.
And then the video that we weren't able to play, Frank says, can we show the video to customers when you post it?
Yes, definitely. So this is available already on YouTube, and I would encourage you to use it to show to customers. And I saw another question on, does R720 support the 50 limit? Yes, it does. R720 is a wave 2 AP, and it does support the 50 limit.
Okay.
This confusion will go away slowly as more and more customers start moving towards wave 2 APs. The confusion regarding the 25 APs and 50 APs.
Okay. Looks like that was all the questions. If anyone has anything else, please send them through. Brady, did you have anything you want to reiterate? Any other questions that you've heard from before the presentation?
Yeah. I can think of some questions that I was asked recently. The first was there was some confusion related to the support with UMM and Unleashed. I want to reiterate that when customer purchases UMM support, there is no need to buy Unleashed support at all. And another thing that I got asked a lot is there a formula for the Unleashed networks or APs for the UMM? And there is no specific formula for the scale when it is either 1,000 Unleashed networks at max or 10,000 APs. So if you have any specific queries related to any customer deployment, do reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist you. And there was another question that was that I get frequently asked is, some partners have zone director-based networks that they are already managing and would want to add them along with Unleashed and manage with UMM. And for that, I've already shared this queue on the presentation. Please refer to that. And I mean, all this is, by the way, captured in our FAQs that are available on Partner Portal. There are two sets of FAQs, one for Unleashed and one for UMM. Do refer to them. And in addition to video, I mean, there's a ton of content both for end customers as well as you partners. There is a sell sheet that I've created recently for partners to quickly come up to date on the key value proposition of Ruckus Unleashed, and also some competitive information on if you are head-to-head with a competitor and want to position Unleashed, how can you do that? That's a quick 2-page document that's uploaded on Partner Portal. Do refer to that. And if you have any more variety of collateral or feature-related requests that you have, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to talk to you.
All right. Well, it looks like there are no more questions coming in. So thank you, Brady, for that great presentation about Unleashed. And thank you to all the partners who joined us. And I hope everybody has a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.